We're living in an era where business competitiveness hinges on the speed and quality of software delivery. Some enterprises are struggling to keep up, others are thriving. The metrics in our 9th iteration of the State of Software Security Report represent the industry's most comprehensive set of application security benchmarks. Drawn from real-world applications, we've analyzed the data created through customer testing on Vericode's application security platform. It represents the scans of more than 2 trillion lines of code across 700,000 scans, all performed over a 12-month period from 2017 and 2018. Our annual data puts hard evidence on the table to explain why so many security professionals experience anxiety when they think about application security. There's no way to sugarcoat it. The sheer volume of flaws and percentage of vulnerable apps remains staggeringly high. More than 85% of all applications have at least one vulnerability in them. More than 13% of applications have at least one very high security flaw. The common vulnerabilities present in applications remain largely the same. SQL injection flaws are still present in almost 1 in 3 applications, and cross-site scripting vulnerabilities are found in almost half of applications.
One of the most important functions of an application security program is how effectively flaws are fixed once they're discovered. So our goal this year was to really delve deep into the statistics that show how quickly flaws are fixed once they're discovered, and figure out why certain risks linger as long as they do. We teamed up with the data scientists at the Scientia Institute to help us tell the story around vulnerability fix behavior. And we were able to look at how variables like flaw type, severity, app criticality, and scan frequency impact fix behavior, and conversely, how long flaws persist in the application once they're discovered. More than 70% of all flaws we discover remain a month after discovery, and over half remain 3 months after discovery. 1 in 4 high and very high criticality flaws are not addressed within 290 days of discovery. That's over 9 months. And flaws persist 3.5 times longer in applications that are only scanned 1 to 3 times per year, as opposed to those that are scanned 7 to 12 times per year. In many ways, our deeper look into the data confirmed what a lot of security veterans already know. It takes time to fix security flaws. Contrary to what a lot of security staffers may believe, developers can't just wave a magic wand over their app portfolio and fix their flaws instantly, or even in a week. And on top of that, there are other factors at play, including QA, product release cycles, and other complications related to developing and delivering software in the real world.
Our data presents hopeful glimpses at software development methods that could help organizations reduce risk more quickly. For example, close rates improved by 12 percentage points this year. Customers closed almost 70% of the vulnerabilities we found. At the top of the list of glimmers of hope, though, is the DevOps methodology. DevOps is a growing trend whereby traditional barriers in software development break down. Operations and development collaborate more closely together. Increasingly, the list of collaborators is starting to include security as well. A well-run DevSecOps process tends to incorporate more frequent security scans, incremental fixes, and faster rates of flaw closures into the SDLC. DevSecOps unicorns exist, and they greatly outperform their peers in how quickly they fixed flaws. The most active DevSecOps programs fix flaws over 11.5 times faster than the typical organization. This analysis shows a very strong correlation between high rates of security scanning and lower long-term application risks that we believe presents a significant piece of evidence for the efficacy of DevSecOps.
As in previous versions of the report, we'll provide insight into how well most applications adhere to industry best practices, like OWASP Top 10 guidelines, and which types of vulnerabilities turn up most in typical applications. Alongside that, we'll also offer up loads of valuable information about industry performance, third-party component risks, and vulnerability trends. We believe that this body of work offers security practitioners and developers alike some valuable food for thought as they seek to improve their application security stance in the coming year.